Alright guys, I have arrived here at my customer in Blytheville, Arkansas, waiting in line. Evidently got here while they were on lunch. There's about 5-6 trucks ahead of me. In fact, the guy that's in front of me got to talking while we were trying to figure out how this line works. He used to drive for Maverick until a few years ago, and he got his own truck and out on his own. In fact, he said he's probably going to retire before long. So but here's a look at the place. You come in down there, circle around the building, and we're going to be going into door 4 there. And there's the line of trucks waiting to get unloaded. One of them waiting to load. I've been here once before, picked up a load, but gosh, it was probably over a year ago. Anyway, they've already sent me my next load, which I'll be picking up just like 5 miles from here in Blytheville at another place. You know, Blytheville, Arkansas, you wouldn't know it just driving through, but between Interstate 55 and the Mississippi River, there's a lot of steel industry back in here. But I'm picking up at a place called JMS. After this, getting a coil, probably a big slitted coil. That'll be interesting. Hadn't had one of them in a while. And it goes to Sand Springs, Oklahoma. So all right, I'll show you some more footage in a bit. All right guys, it's my turn to move in here to the unloading area. So I'm going to try to get a shot of this as I pull in. Not sure if I'll be able to get any footage of me getting unloaded, but I'll try. They're kind of slow here. It looks like every half hour it's like they take a break. I've got this load. It's an interesting load too. I haven't had a coil like this in quite a while. So when I get to the North Little Rock yard, I'll try to get some footage of it, because it's a big slitted coil, which presents an added securement issue. You have to do what we call a 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock. What's it called? You have to wrap a chain around the top, and I'll show you that. But I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plan on stopping at the North Little Rock yard, because this load goes to Sand Springs, Oklahoma, which basically I have to shoot all the way across Arkansas on I-40, and I think Sand Springs is near Oklahoma City. I think that's right. I've been there once, but it's been over a year ago. I haven't really looked it up yet, but I think it's near Oklahoma City. So basically a straight shot west on I-40. And I've only got about 3.5 hours of drive time left, and I'm about 3 hours from North Little Rock. So I may just stop there. And if I do, I'll be able to, I'll try to get some footage of some more current, fresh footage of the yard there. You know, for those of you interested in that, I've done a thorough video that's actually in 2 parts of the North Little Rock main Maverick yard and the driver academy part of it. You know, if you're interested in that, go back a few weeks and find it, and you can see all of that in detail. But I'll try to get a little bit of it tonight. So anyway, get back at you later. All right, people, I got out of that next pickup location. I think where I last left things, I was trying to get unloaded there in Blytheville. I was not able to get any footage of that unload because I asked the guy, the unloader, but he wasn't sure if his company, because it had recently gotten bought out by Nucor, he wasn't sure if they would want me doing that in there. So I said no problem. So I didn't get any footage of that. But like I said, my next pickup was only about 10 minutes away. Like I said earlier, you know, in Blytheville, Arkansas, there's a lot of steel industry back there. I mean, for such a small town, it's got tons of steel suppliers. And that's the first time in many months that I've picked up back there at any of those places. So anyway, I wanted to mention, you know, while I was waiting there to get unloaded, I think I mentioned that there was another driver there that, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but anyway, there was while I was waiting in line, we were out untarping and all, the driver that was in front of me, ended up talking to him. He was a few years older than me, and turns out he used to drive for Maverick for quite a few years. And then, and he's done a little bit of everything. You know, he said he drove, did flatbed, then he was a trainer for 2 or 3 years, and then he did the IC, you know, the independent contractor side of Maverick, where you basically lease the truck from Maverick, and you know, you're like an owner-operator with Maverick. And then he said he left, and now he has his own authority, has his own truck, been doing it that way a few years, and but he's leased on. The interesting thing is, even though he has his own authority, he's driving under the authority of the carrier he's signed on with now. And I don't remember the name of it. It wasn't anything I recognized, but he lives in Memphis, and it sounds like he kind of drives back and forth a lot from Blytheville to Osceola, which is probably an hour or so away, and does a lot of back and forth from there. Now, anyway, so, but he said, and this was the interesting thing, even though he has his own authority, he found out that he can actually make more money or clear more money if he drives under his carrier's authority, because he gets better pricing on his what'd he say, his like his truck insurance. He's able to get better rates by using their insurance that's offered through their company versus, you know, just going out on his own. And he gets I guess better health insurance options offered through their group. So thought that was interesting. So we had a lot to talk about there, seeing as how he was familiar with the Maverick ways. And all right, guys, I'm here at the North Little Rock Maverick yard. Picked up a load in Blytheville, Arkansas today. Goes to Sand Springs, Oklahoma, which is near Tulsa. I'll be delivering that tomorrow. But pretty afternoon here. I wanted to show you this load though. This is what we call a slitted coil. You can see it's actually 4 separate coils, if you can see that. Each one of those is about a foot wide, and there's 4 of them banded separately and then banded together with the bigger bands. So the trick with these is, and what makes them different than other coils you may have seen, is that because they're slitted, there are actually 4 of them put together as one. We put this figure 8 chain around the top and bring it back through this way, and then around the other side and down, so it secures the coil from the top to keep it from separating. And so what you have to do is you have to put a securement, a binder on each side to put tension on each side. This coil is so big, I had to use 2 chains to make the figure 8 chain. So that was even a little more strain. But this coil weighs about 42,000 pounds. So each chain will support 8,000 pounds. So I needed 6 chains to properly secure this coil. And the figure 8 chain does count as one of your 6 securements. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains. So your typical cradle that you've seen before, got a skid mat, got 6 coil racks. Again, you know, each one of them will support 8,000 pounds, so I needed 6 of those. And that's pretty much it. I'll go around and let you see the other side. You can see there's the truck wash over there. I can tell there's a truck in there. Got a few trucks over here. There's the driver moving some stuff around. Sun may be in your eyes on this side, but here's the other side. You can see the figure 8 chain coming down on this side too. Got securement on both sides, and that's it. The first time I had to do one of these, you know, I remember I was up in Kentucky picking it up, and I really kind of screwed up my chain positions. I had to kind of redo a couple of them once I got it put together. So this time, you know, I've learned, you know, you do that, you learn as you get out there and get these loads. I mean, they teach you this stuff in the training, part of your training, but till you get out there on your own and have to do it, you know, that's what it takes. You have to get out there and do it. So I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of footage of the training building as I walk through there, and the driver lounge. I'm gonna get something to eat and then walk over towards the showers. I'll try to get you a little footage, but very nice place here. There's Interstate 40 right there. Pretty big lot, and there's part of the training bay right there. Off in the distance, there's the Maverick shop, and that's about all you can see from here. All right, more later. All right, guys, I'm headed to the shower, still at the Maverick North Little Rock yard. Just wanted to give you a little view of things. There's the shop over there. This is the training building. Beautiful building. Part of it's 2-story. They got some of the entrances blocked off now with COVID precautions, but this is, you know, if you come to Maverick, you'll be spending a lot of your time here in this building. It's a nice facility, and I urge you, if you haven't already seen it, go back. I've got a 2-part tour of the Maverick North Little Rock yard. You can go back and see a more in-depth walk around. Here's some more of the office building, backside of the office building. That's kind of a landscaping barn over there. Basketball goal. Got some more trucks. There's another big gravel lot over there, and like a 2-mile walking trail.